I learned from you guys, and also when we were looking for the jobs, that these jobs were high in demand. If you are guided the right way, you can get the job. It's not a hard thing to do.
Hey everybody, this is Raoul from Find a Job in Germany. I'm the managing partner of Find a Job in Germany, and today I'm happy to present you again one of our success stories with Umar from Lahore, Pakistan. Before we start, want to introduce you the program. If you're a software developer, an automation tester, data engineer, please watch our free video training and book a get to know call to find out if we can help you. And if so, we proceed to a 45 minutes call, which we call strategy consultation, where we explain our program in detail and discuss with you if we can help you and if we can work together. And yes, we can also hook you up with a client before you sign up. But I really and kindly ask you, please do not get in touch with them on LinkedIn directly, because it's pretty annoying to get 20, 30, 40, or even more messages a week just to find out what we do at Find a Job in Germany. Today, we have Umar here from Lahore. He is today with us. He's in the southern part of Germany and in a small town close to Nuremberg. And I'm very happy to have you here. Welcome, Umar. How are you today?
Thank you so much. I'm fine. How are you?
Good, thank you as well. Umar, would you like to introduce you shortly to the audience and say who you are, where you're from, and maybe a few words about your tech stack as well, please?
Yeah, I'm Umar from Lahore. I have done my bachelor's from Islamabad, Zabist, and was working as a software developer mainly in .NET and Microsoft technologies for past 4 years, 4.5 years ish, and I that's about it. Like mostly front end Angular and React and server side languages C Sharp, and that's my tech stack is.
Great. And Umar, why did you decide to look for jobs in Germany?
Uh, First thing that I came to know recently, that Germany is focusing heavily on automation and renewable technologies. So that was like one of the things that I wanted to grow as an engineer. I wanted to learn more as an engineer. So I thought like, and also that I have uh, experience with German language, bit of German language in university. I learned some. It was a course of foreign language, so I thought, why not try Germany? And then also I get to know you, find a job in Germany from different. I was trying to like how to find a job in Germany and things like that. So
Exactly. So let us discuss about that step. You wanted to move to Germany, and then how did you find out about us, or how was that process for you? You were looking for
actually,
jobs in Germany, and then you came. Yeah, just explain us.
yeah, I was looking for like how can I get a job in Germany. In those days, I used to apply like a lot of jobs in Germany as well as out of in Europe, like out of Pakistan. And most of the times it didn't work out. Like this issue, tech stack didn't match, or we consider someone else, and this and that. So uh, but during that time, I found your LinkedIn page, and also on Google, I searched like what is find a job in Germany, and I got in contact with George, and I took a free webinar, and it went on from there.
Okay, great. So you joined the webinar, got to understand what we do, what the process are. What was your biggest concern um, regarding our program before you signed up, or even fears maybe?
Uh, my biggest concern was like it could be a scam. Let's just put it right away. Like I thought maybe it might be a scam, but then I also watched testimonials, YouTube videos, and I saw like Google rating, and then I thought, okay, it's not like. They are taking x amount at like start, if it was a scam it would have been like that, like they are showing results and then okay we will charge x amount and this and that, etc, etc, etc. So I thought like, what's the harm in trying?
And then you signed up. Then we started the progress with you. I just looked it up again. We start the application process together end of October, and you got the offer beginning of December. Um, Short period. What did we change? Why did it work out with us and not before?
Basically, German CV format. I didn't knew about it. Like there is a special kind of CV format that is considered important in Germany. Like in every country, culture to culture, there are differences. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's a professional way of working in Germany. Like German CV format, we changed that. We added KPIs in our CV, and we added how like different sections to my CV. That basically changed.
Mhm.
And at the start I would say it didn't like we applied for jobs and then we reiterated our CV once and it worked.
Great. And then you got your offer, and then you applied also for the visa. And when did you actually arrive then in Germany?
I arrived on 26th February this year.
February. Okay, so 2 months and a bit it took you to get here, and
Yeah.
now you are in the, let's say, countryside more of Germany. How is it for you?
At start, it was a bit cold, for let's say Pakistan, Lahore, because it's like summers are starting in Pakistan now, and it's still negative here. So it was, it was a bit of a reality check for me. Like, but now I have adjusted to the temperature, and also I have learned like there are many restaurants out there, so I can go and like that was my second concern, like what am I going to eat, you know? So that also were okay. Like I learned.
So German food is not as bad, yeah? You're surviving.
No, no, I would say some of the things are really good. I would say, yeah, definitely.
What do you like the most?
Mostly rice, and there was potatoes. There's like I don't know specific names to the dishes, but
Uh,
the dishes with rice I really love them a lot.
okay, yeah, you know that Germans are also called potatoes. Did you know that? Because we eat a lot of potatoes, so they're
That
called the potatoes. Well, looking back now, just a few seconds about or minutes about the process and the coaching program in general. What was your biggest takeaway? What was your biggest learning out of the program?
that yeah, biggest learning out of this program, that if you are guided the right way, it, it the outcome comes in your favor if you are guided the right way. Before joining find a job in Germany, before getting your into your program, I wasn't guided. Like I had to look up on Google and how, okay, what is this normal CV format and this and that, but I was not guided how to apply for specific jobs. I wasn't guided like there are three R's that you explained, in one of the lectures that you guys give, and reaffirm, relocate, and reposition. Like all these things, uh, are really important. Revamp, also revamp your CV. Like you need to, if you need to update your CV. If your skills are not good enough, you have to learn new skills. In meanwhile, I started learning React and Angular, all these scripting languages, JavaScript frameworks, because I know that I learned from you guys, and also when we were looking for the jobs, that these jobs were high in demand. So, and I wasn't working on their tech stack. I was working, but not to the level it was required for a specific job, I would say. So that, like, if you are guided the right way, you can get the job. It's not a hard thing to do.
Okay, yes, and I think we discussed also a lot your profile and find the niches as well, where to improve and how to improve and what to improve. But you were also a very quick learner, and that is and you adapt to the different situation very quickly. Do you think you would have landed a job without our support?
No, I would be honest and say no, because I would have applied with the same, I would say, structure, same techniques, same learning methods that I have already learned. There was no updating, there was no upgrading to my way of applying for the jobs. And till that didn't happen, I didn't get a job. And that happened because I applied for the final job in Germany. So I don't think I would have landed a job unless something changes without you guys. So maybe, but that also maybe is a very big maybe.
And what I would also like to find out, you are now really, you're not in Berlin, you're not in Hamburg, you're not in Munich, you're not in the biggest German cities. How is life there where you are now?
Actually, that was also one of my concerns after getting the job. Like, it's a small city. Maybe there are not many foreigners, and maybe no one speaks English. And how will I survive? Like, how will I speak to people even to get the basics of the things? You know, and turns out all of my positions, the my thoughts were proven wrong. Like maybe I have no experience in the big cities, but if like let's say from the people that I have talked to who lived in big cities, I would say like small cities are much friendlier to live in.
Mhm.
Maybe because of the fast life, like here people will go out of their way to help you. That's what I learned. Maybe living in a big city, it would not have been that positive
And
because of my.
do people speak English there in the supermarket, or just to when you go to a restaurant, etc. People you can communicate a bit,
Yeah,
or is your German already good enough?
my German is not that good enough yet, but mm, people communicate in English. That's for sure. And if they can't communicate themselves, they will find you someone who can communicate in English.
Mhm.
So that's like really helpful. Have been very helpful to me. Like even in supermarket when I go and I ask someone like where can I find this stuff and that stuff, and if they don't if they understand definitely, and if they cannot communicate with me, they will find someone who can communicate with me and explain me, okay, help me out, etc., etc. So
Uh,
also
uh,
I am learning German. I
very
am
good.
and somewhere when I get stuck, I will bring out Google Translator.
Yeah, that always helps. Um, Uma, you told us about your new life in Germany. What would you say is the biggest difference compared to Lahore, where you used to live before?
Here, I would say, like in professional life or like in living, just in living.
Both, maybe just share what you want to share.
Like in just living, I would say here it's more peaceful.
Okay.
I would
In
say.
what way? Or like what do you mean by?
Because in Lahore it was always you have to do this, you have to do that, always fast, fast, fast,
Mhm.
But here it's like you have to follow a process, and then only you can like go to specific thing or do specific thing, etc., and etc. You have to you have to follow proper process for anything, for work or for even living. So that I would say has helped me because I was also getting bit of tired with that fast, fast, fast. Like you are in that race. You have to do this. You have to do that, etc., etc. So that has been like biggest benefit, I would say.
Would you
Or
say like this is related what we also discussed about the work-life balance
exactly,
is
exactly.
going in that direction? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely, definitely. Less stress. Definitely.
Yeah. May I ask how many hours do you work now per day? Or
7 hours, and that also include lunch breaks and breakfast breaks.
okay,
So
even breakfast. Okay, good.
uh,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So and also my timings are quite flexible. Like if I want to come early and leave early, I can. There's only like 8 to 3 I have to be in office. Other than that, I can leave early, 2 hours, 1 hour, doesn't matter.
Okay, and everyone is doing office work, not hybrid or home office.
No, no, everyone is office work, no,
Okay.
not home office.
Okay, good. So, Umar, thank you very much. Maybe last question from my side. Would you recommend find a job in Germany? And is there anything else you would like to share?
Yeah, I would definitely recommend finding a job in Germany. Like my personal experience has been very positive, and I have also seen other people's personal experience and have been very positive. And success rate is very high if you put in the effort. Like I know that you guys are putting in the effort, but the other person who is applying for the jobs, that person needs to put effort as well. One-sided effort won't work. So I would definitely recommend find a job in Germany if they are really willing to, move to Germany and get a job there and enhance their career, improve on themselves. Definitely, I would recommend.
Great. Thank you very much, Umar. Whenever you get tired of the country side, let us know when you want to visit Berlin and we meet up here. And I show you the big city, which is a bit more stressful than, but I still think it's less stressful than Lahore, what I heard. And thank you very much and all the best to you.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye.
Bye.
If you are a software developer, automation tester, or data engineer, please watch our free video training and book a get to know call to find out if we can help you. If so, we proceed to our 45-minute strategy consultation where we explain you our program in detail and see if we can work together.